I'm gonna do it! Come on! I'm gonna do it! It's on! Hello, it's week 3 that I'm going to be talking about on today's episode. I'm in the future. I'm currently at the end of week 4. I'm feeling so much better than last time you would have seen me. Last week was a recovery week. It was me basically realizing I was quite sick, and yeah, and it was also, I didn't really want to go out running. I probably could have, but I knew it wasn't a good idea, and I also didn't want to. So when you add those two things together, the best thing to do is obviously just not to go running. Fortunately for me, I didn't have any races. No, that is a lie, because I did. I had cross country at the end of the week, so I had to bear that in mind. There was no way I was going to miss cross country. Having said that though, if I was as ill as I was the week before, then I probably wouldn't have showed up to cross country. But I had that target that I really wanted to hit, which was my first ever cross country, and I'm glad I did. So let's start back from the Monday. Now, I did a half marathon the day before with Daisy, you might remember. And then Monday, I just tried to do that thing where ignorance is bliss, and I'm a bloody bloke, and I'm just going to ignore this and pretend it's not happening. And I went for a 10K, or I did 9K. And yeah, it didn't feel very good. I managed to still maintain an easy pace, but it didn't feel very good. So that was the moment. That was Monday morning. I knew that I needed some time off. So I took Tuesday and Wednesday off. And then on Thursday, I did a little super easy double day. So on the Thursday, the 13th of November, I went into Worcester and I just did a little loop around the river. Laura was in Worcester anyway. She said, "You want to come in?" And I thought, well, I'd only be waiting for her. So I went and did a, 45, 50-minute run, something like that. So that was 6.5K, and that was at a 6:17 per kilometre pace. That's a good 30 to 45 seconds slower than my usual easy pace per kilometre. So noticeably slower. And that's one thing that people don't really seem to like. By the way, few people have had a go at me, and maybe rightly so, for running whilst being ill. But if you are going to run when you're a bit poorly, just don't push through it. Just don't push really hard. Pull back. And if anything, don't run at all. I wasn't going to run on Thursday night. I went down to track. I went down to club session. Luckily, it was an easy group run, so it wasn't a track session. Once a month, they're putting this easy group run in, where it's just designed for all of us just to run together around about a, 9-minute mile pace, 5.5 minute Ks. So fairly easy, and it was really nice, to be fair. But I went to club for one reason. They were doing the draw for the London Marathon. Now our club, Worcester AC, if ever you follow me on Strava and you see that I've written WAC, it means Worcester Athletics Club. Just wanted to clear that up. But I went down to club and there were 4 people in the ballot. So I thought, right, come on, it's been a bad week. Maybe this is it's gonna happen. It's my time. I'm gonna get into the London Marathon. First name comes out the hat, not me. They were like, oh, this person's got a good for age anyway, so let's pick another name out the hat. They picked another name. They were like, oh, this person is such and such. They're a track runner. They probably shouldn't have entered this ballot. Let's pick another name. Pick the other name, not me. So I got picked out last. So I'm 4th reserve to run for the Worcester AC place. So yeah, just my luck. Anyway, my odds may never be better than 25% to be pulled out of a hat for the London Marathon, and still I didn't get a place. But anyway, we'll go again next spring. Then it was Saturday. I took Friday off, and Saturday was cross country, I'm gonna make, or by the time you're seeing this, it might already be out. Brett and I, for our podcast channel, we're gonna make a bonus podcast episode where we took the camera and we had a little chat to a few people we know, and we chatted about all things cross country, and we tried to document the day in the best way we could. And to cut a long story short, everyone was right. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. It was like running a 5k PB in the last 5k of a marathon, that level of effort on a muddy trail that got worse every time you ran around it because the people in front of you would just churn it up. And yes, it was horrific, but it was so much fun. And I think I get it now, why so many people just love running around in a vest, in a field, in the winter. So it was eventful, it was a lot of fun, and I'm gonna be back for the second fixture, which is in early December. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And I got round in just under 45 minutes, 44:58, I think I did. And it was just under 10k. My watch said it was about 9.9k, which is, I understand the distance is always there or thereabouts around 10k. So I was really pleased with that, because there would have been a time that not so long ago I would have killed for that time on the road. So to have run 45 minutes in those conditions at the end of an illness, I think is pretty good. But anyway, I was coming out the other side of feeling ill, and then Sunday I went for my Sunday long run, which was 5k. I went for a little loop around Malvern. Again, Laura went shopping, and I thought, yeah, I'll go for a little loop around Malvern. Well, hello. Welcome to the Sunday long run. I'm only doing 5k today. Still, coming towards the end of a week of a bit of illness. And yesterday, I did my first ever cross country. Everybody told me that my calves would be the thing that would be hurting today, but it's my hamstrings. Hammies feel very tight, so I have to keep my eye on those over this week. But I'm feeling much better after a massively reduced week in terms of volume. Hardly done any running really, and yeah, I'm glad I saved myself for cross country because I really enjoyed it. But what a world of pain I found myself in this time yesterday. That was like nothing else I've ever experienced. Cross country pain, I can't describe it until you do it. It's just brutal, and you just want it to end after the first 5 minutes. No, Daisy. She's just opened the doors from Pets at Home. She thought she was going in, but no, we're not. So there we go, 5k. And that takes me up to only about 40k for the week. So not about 25 miles or so. So yeah, pleased with that, to be fair, considering I've been a bit poorly. So yeah, I think that was the right thing to do, is to cut back the mileage this week. And next week will be week 4. I can start to build again. So yeah, Sunday long run done, 5k. So only 4 running days last week, and I think that was maybe excessive, who knows, but I didn't want to completely grind to a halt. I don't think I was that ill, but I was ill enough not to push too hard. So I'm glad I took the recovery that I did, and I didn't run anything hard apart from the cross country, which was coming out of the other end of the illness. I'm talking about it like I've had blooming hepatitis, appendicitis, anything ending with itis. It wasn't that bad. I was just a bit poorly. It was man flu. If you've had man flu, you'll know how dreadful that is. But yeah, 42.7k. So 26 miles, just over a marathon. And that's not where I wanted to be. I wanted to be, obviously, I wanted my volume to be closer to 100k, 60 miles. So I do want to run a lot in this training block, going towards Seville. I've just worked out over the years, since I've been running now for 5 years, the more I run in a block, the faster I run. I've just got to make sure of 2 things. I take the recovery and that I don't push too hard. If I can do those 2 things with a 2-week taper, I'm only gonna do 2 weeks for Seville. So from the end of week 14, I'm gonna really cut back. Hopefully I'll be standing on that start line in Seville in the Spanish sunshine, hopefully, about to rip up a sub 3:10 marathon, which is what I really want. So yeah, it was a nice easy week 3. It wasn't anything spectacular. If anything, it was very unremarkable. And the final nail in my coffin was not getting the London Marathon place. So anyway, I definitely won't be running London in April, but maybe that's for the best, who knows. 1 year, we will get there, and I can't wait for that day. But until then, it won't be 2026. So that's the end of week 3. Week 4, I'm currently sat in week 4. I'm feeling good. The volume has ramped right up. I've done a couple of club sessions. I've just done a hill session this morning. Can't wait to talk to you about week 4 because it was a much better week. But I do like to document the bad bits as well as the good bits. But anyway, thanks for all your support, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take it easy wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da.